Welcome back, Flare community. First and foremost, I hope you're all well and having an incredible day as always. And yes, it is time for the weekly news update, where we're going to be covering all of the significant developments that are happening on both the Songbird and the Flare network. If you're new here, feel free to give the video a like and don't forget to subscribe. And with that out of the way, we're going to jump straight in here to the news. Starting off with a tweet from Flare's official account talking about FAssets v1.1. What is it? How does it work? Well, it is a bridge between the first version, the first iteration of FAssets, and the second version. And this is going to allow for much more minting without those caps that we obviously know about. Here's a product update from the team. Identifiable entities are cooperating with the Flare Foundation to decentralize the core vault. And this is one of the big changes in v1.1. Flare Labs, the entity that is actually building the protocol itself, is finalizing the code changes and kicking off audits. Next up, FXRP v1.1 will launch on the Songbird network. Highly anticipated, and of course, the rewards are still available for those who are participating. Lots to get, $37,000 worth of rewards, and I believe it is a lottery system. So, when? I know that's what you're thinking. Well, we're just about to find out here, or I guess a little bit more clarity on that. This is from Hugo Filion, the co-founder of Flare Networks and CEO of Flare Labs. Current status of FAssets v1.1. They are, first of all, assembling parties to decentralize the core vault. So that's getting all of the agents up to date with the new code changes. Second thing that they're doing is finalizing the code changes to include the core vault by Friday. And notice that this was posted earlier in the week, so they're hoping to have this all finalized by tomorrow. And then they're going to be, or have the audits for updated codebase to start on Monday, the 31st of March. So this coming Monday. That's the update. And if you do want to get a bit more information about the core vault design, you can find it on the Flare website, flare.network. Now, this is quite an expansive article, let's say, but it does have some nice little diagrams here. If you just want a quick overview, but the core vault is basically going to allow for an unlimited minting cap. So it's going to be a lot better, but still not as good as version 2.0, which actually gets rid of agents in their entirety, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, feel free to view this at your own leisure. We're going to continue moving forward here, and we're talking about Hugo here. Flare's institutional partner, ? Is building XRP staking on the Flare network. When you stake your XRP on Flare, you will be securing networks and services across multiple ecosystems. In return, you will be earning tokens, from the services you stake to. Staking is very low risk as validators rarely mess up. This will be a pretty great way to both earn yield on your XRP and diversify your holdings across ecosystem. And Hugo finishes with the tagline that Flare is bringing XRPFi to life. Now, there are some rumors of the entity in question. I have my suspicions here as he actually of Into the Block. So they did actually reply to this and say XRP restaking on Flare is a massive opportunity. Yeah, no doubt. I think they would say that if they were building it. We go over to their website here. Pretty sure you can find the Flare team as a partner. Let me just click on here. Maybe not. Maybe they removed it, but I'm pretty sure this was on here before. In fact, I'm very sure it was. So that's very interesting to note. Maybe they're trying to keep things under wraps. I'll probably make a post on that actually, because and reference what I was, I'm pretty sure I took a screenshot of this before, and Flare was indeed there. So very curious why they've been removed. I'm assuming that they want to maintain a competitive advantage, and it does say and many more. So yeah, anyways, we're going to keep the ball moving here. And this is another tweet from Flare. Double down on making a DeFi more accessible. And this was breaking news within the past hour. Flare has integrated a TurnKey to offer developers a faster, more secure way to onboard users with familiar authentication methods like biometrics, passkeys, or email. No seed phrases required. And this is basically removing the barrier to entry for people that may not be familiar with the crypto space. Of course, many of you here have been a member of the Flare community for quite some time, and maybe just crypto in general. So you're used to all of this lingo, secret phrases, knowing to keep them a secret, and basically knowing that these are the access to your account. With TurnKey's API, developers can use pre-built components to create seamless wallet experiences directly within their app front ends. No browser extensions or app switching needed. This integration also paves the way for innovative use cases such as one-click cross-chain swaps using Flare's upcoming FAssets. Very interesting stuff, and I'm excited to see how this develops in the future. If you didn't know, Flare did have an AI hackathon, an artificial intelligence hackathon, with, I guess, partnering with Google Cloud. And they did actually have a live stream very recently of all of the winners. I think it was actually the top 3 projects. I definitely advise you to go and see that if you haven't already. I'll probably be snipping up, I'll probably be snipping up that video, that live stream, to break it down and give you some snapshots of some of the projects. But I think one of the most interesting ones for me was the idea of valuing NFTs. It's this NFT deep appraisal, where people can evaluate the value of an NFT by using AI models and LLMs to really get a overview of what the community is, the sentiment around these NFTs, while also looking at previous transaction data. There's a lot of great stuff here, a lot of great projects, but yeah, I'll leave that for a future video. This was very interesting because I think Santiago may have maybe just leaked something. I'm not sure, but we see this post here, and I actually took a screenshot for this reason because I wasn't sure if he was going to delete it. But this is from Watcher Guru. In fact, we've got Kandao asking here, is this photoshopped? I did link the tweet. It is still there, hasn't been deleted. So let's have a look here. This is from Watcher Guru with 2.9 million followers. CME Group partners with Google Cloud to explore tokenization and enhance capital market efficiency. You guys know that Google Cloud is an absolute behemoth in the space, and they seem to very much be supporting the Flare network, in addition to many other chains. But for me, I'm seeing a lot of integrations and support from Google Cloud with the Flare network. We got Catalyst here asking if this relates to xDeFi protocol, which is basically a futures platform launched on the Flare network, fully KYC compliant, and utilizes to great effect the FTSO, the Flare Time Series Oracle. Anyway, Santiago, the legend, replies, the latter, but I'm long-term if I have anything to say about it, both. So the latter meaning, does this relate to xDeFi or Flare? He's saying it relates to Flare, but hopefully it will be both in the future. This is a big move with Google Cloud and brings great exposure to the Flare network and really enhances the confidence for people who may not know about Flare. Moving on to NFTs here, Blockbones very humbly broke a new record here with 22 million FLR in volume over on xHaven. It's the best-selling collection of all time, and I'm sure it's going to continue to be that way for a very long time because the competition aren't even close. It's very exciting to be part of this and have built Blockbones from the ground up. And there is a new thing that is coming, and that is the Big Burn event. So there's the Bones token here, and this is basically going to be burnt by quite a significant margin, and I'm thinking of ways on how to implement that. And what I'm going to be doing is launching the secret traits. So some of the traits that I've had been held up my sleeve for quite some time that always caused conflicts with other traits. As you can see, this one here, it's like a head trait, an eye trait, a torso trait, all rolled into one. So I did withhold some of these, but they're going on sale, and I'm going to be releasing more details about them. The majority of the bones that it costs to buy them, and these are going to be one of one NFTs and auctioned, the majority is going to be burnt, and that increases the value of all of the holders of the BNZ token. But this news from Hotdog here, who's launched a collection with Digital Dynamics. There is still quite a few available, so if you are interested, you can just go to the Digital Dynamics website, digitaldynamics.co.uk. Taking a while to load. My internet is absolutely horrendous these days. But regardless, you can check it out. And yes, I've been very busy the past couple of weeks working on Fusion. So similar to how you have the Blockbones Fusion, this is going to be slightly different, but once the NFTs become fully fused, then shortly after, they're going to be eligible for rewards. And that's going to encompass the Dynamics token airdrop and also royalty share on the collections. So lots of stuff to look forward to. I'm just going to move here just for a second before we wrap up. Flare, for those across the pond and in the USA, Flare is now available to buy and sell on iTrust Capital. So if you are interested or have an iTrust Capital account, that's something to note. And finally, before we wrap up here, here's a list of the wallets that you can use to explore the Flare ecosystem. You've got Ledger, you've got Solidify, SafePal, Decent, who are actually sponsoring the channel. There is a link in the description if you want to get a discount. Bifrost Wallet, Trezor, Oxenflow, which is developed by Aureus OX, and of course MetaMask as well. Lots of integrations, and yeah, I think the most popular has to be Bifrost. For a hardware wallet, I have both a Decent wallet and a Ledger device. I've also played around with Oxenflow. MetaMask if I'm on my desktop. So yeah, lots of options out there. And remember, if you are holding your own wallet, which you really should be, just remember that your secret phrase should always remain a secret. As we see more traction with the Flare network, I'm sure we will see an increase of people trying to prize your FLR from your wallet. Just one important thing to note, keep your secret phrase secret and never enter it into any website or give it to any sort of person that you believe is an admin, and don't connect to websites that you're not familiar with. So that is pretty much the video. I would like to thank you all so much for watching. Again, if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe and give the video a like. And that's pretty much it, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.
We have liftoff.